Hi guys, so as you can see I don't have any makeup on right now, and that is because I'm going to show you how I cover up my spots. As you can see I have a whole bunch. Yeah, I have a video like this already, except I'm using different products now. It was actually a request to show how I get my skin perfect with the Revlon Colorstay, so that's what I'm going to use for this tutorial. Okay, so the first thing I do is I take my moisturizer, which I'm using Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer. Whatever moisturizer you want. I use a whole bunch of different ones, but this is just the one I'm using currently. And just put that, you can put it all over your face if you have a lot of dry skin, or you can just put it in the places that you just have dry skin. It's really up to you. This is just how I do it. Okay, so usually I like to let that kind of sink in for about 5 minutes or so, but don't really have time to do that right now. So usually after I use my moisturizer, I use my primer, and I use Gosh Velvet Touch primer. You don't have to use primer if you don't want to, but I have to, or I feel like I have to. What primer does is it fills in whatever wrinkles you have, which I have little ones under my eyes, so I like the primer to fill in those lines. And I also have like larger pores here in my cheek area. So it also just makes your foundation go on a lot smoother and stay a lot longer than it normally would. Okay, so next I'm going to take my Revlon Colorstay, and this is in 370 Toast, just in case if anybody was wondering. And I like to put a little bit on my hand here, so I just take a stippling brush. Yes, mine is dirty. I used it yesterday and I haven't washed it yet. I'll probably wash it after this video. But I just stipple it like this, and then like this. Then I just swirl it in. And then I just like to go over some areas just to make sure that the foundation is completely blended in, and it'll also kind of take off the excess that hasn't, like, you know, sunk it into your skin. Just so it doesn't look like cakey and stuff. Okay, next I'm going to use some concealer, and you can use whichever concealer is your favorite. Normally I would use the Mary Kay concealer or the Coastal Scents concealer because they just happen to be my favorite, but I ran out of both of those. So what I've been using right now is a combination of this color from Coastal Scents. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, it's really messy, I know. This is the color I used to use. You can't see it because it's empty, but I use a combination of this right now and this Maybelline New York stuff, because that stuff is too dark and this stuff is too light, but if I mix it together it kind of makes the right combination. So you can do the same. You can buy something that matches your skin, whatever you like, whatever works for you. This is just what is working for me currently. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the darker color. You can use a brush for this too, but I just really like to use my fingers because I find the concealer kind of melts good to your skin. But yeah, I know it's going to look kind of weird right now because it's like way too dark for my skin, but I'll blend it out. I just put that on whatever spots, whatever acne scars that I have. Then I'm going to take the lighter shade and just put it on top of that and blend it in. And see how it covers up? Doesn't do the best job. I mean, it doesn't do as good of a job as my Mary Kay or my Coastal Scents would do, but, you know, gets the job done all the same. So once I get all that done, I like to go in with some powder, and what I use the powder for is to set everything, so you know everything's not going to sweat off or slip around. So I like to use the Annabelle pressed powder, like this, and this is in medium. Sort of just put that everywhere. Okay, so that's pretty much it for my foundation routine. Next, I would just go in with my blush, contour, eyeshadow, and all that jazz.